Okay, so if you're thinking about buying the Blumio beef organs and black pepper supplement, I'm a certified personal trainer. The company actually sent this to me and asked me to give you my thoughts on what this really is intended to do and who the most likely buyer is going to end up being for this and if it's actually going to work for you or not. So a couple things to mention. So the difference between like this and a lot of the other beef supplements that you're going to find out there. I mean, this is a freeze-dried supplement. And of course it has like the standard stuff you'd see on a lot of the other supplements. It's got the liver, the heart, a few of the standard organs, but this one really focuses also heavily on the testicle part, the prostate part, the adrenal gland, the bone marrow. So this one is definitely much more geared in positioning itself as far as like the men's vitality part of this, like especially like libido boosting, testosterone boosting. Whereas the heart, the kidney, or the liver, those types of things are pretty much going to typically handle standard types of supplementation. Where you'd be talking about like your B12, your selenium, vitamin A, those types of things. Whereas this one, because of the testicle, the adrenal, all those other things, it's really adding in that extra stuff, positioning it again as more of a libido enhancing, testosterone boosting, vitality enhancing type of supplement. Now the black pepper here, the reason that this is actually mentioned is because black pepper contains something called piperine, and piperine is something that just helps with absorption. So typically whenever you see something that contains black pepper, it's not that the black pepper actually adds anything specifically on its own, but think of it as a transmitter that helps the body to ingest certain types of nutrients, etc. Now usually that's going to be associated with things often like with plant types of nutrients. Doesn't mean it necessarily excludes beef type or more animal protein or things more in that side, but that's what black pepper typically is. It's a transporter that helps the body ingest more than anything else. Now, most likely buyer, actually a couple things to mention. One is a supplement. This is a recommended amount of 6 per day. So there are 180 in here. So this is what they look like. They're small, so they're easy to swallow. So 6 isn't a big deal. They are coated also, by the way. So it's 6 recommended per day. Now, the most likely buyer for this is going to end up being somebody that probably wants to follow the carnivore, the paleo, those types of diets. And it's obviously a lot of men are going to be interested in this, especially because of the testicle and all that kind of stuff that's involved. But looking for the vitality, the libido, hopefully the testosterone boost, and just the natural supplementation that you'd get getting your vitamin A, getting your vitamin B12, those types of things, and you're wanting it from more of a protein-based source rather than maybe something that's synthetic or created in a lab, so to speak. It's also really good for people that want those nutrients and don't want to do liver. Like there's a lot of people that don't like eating that type of stuff. They just don't like the texture, they don't like the taste. So this is a good way to kind of make up for that. Now, at the end of the day, is this actually going to do something? Is it going to work for you? And reality is if anybody ever promises you something about a supplement, you can't listen to them because your body is different from everybody else's body. You kind of have to try a supplement to know whether or not it's going to work with you and for your body. But if you are looking for something that handles like the beef organ or the organ supplementation, and maybe you were attracted here to the testicle, again, the vitality, the men's part of this specifically, then this one here by Blumio is a great one to be putting on your list to try out.